morning. What I messed up, stopped it again. Now then. Is this the red supposed to be, Harvey? All right. Now then. Miss Debbie, this is going to be my Christmas present to you because you know I ain't got no money. I done told you about them jerking my phone out the wall. And I ain't got no money to put it back in. Do you know how much it costs to put a phone back in the wall? It costs $9-something to get that man to come out here and turn on that little thing up under the wall. I done got the phone where they jerked, they didn't take that away from me. And then I got the cord and all of that. But it cost me $95 to get that man in that little machine to come out here and turn it on so I can talk to you on the phone. So I ain't gonna do that. And I ain't got no money, so I done come over here to Miss Mary Frances Bird's house. She don't let me come in because she ain't here today. I'm cleaning up. And I done brought all the children, and I've got them sitting here in front of me. They looking at me now like I'm crazy, all of them sitting up here on this couch. And they can't move. I done told them they can't move till it's over. Anyhow, what I'm going to do now, you see, is I'm going to read to you some of this because I want you to have a Christmas present from me, and I ain't got no money to pay for it. So I'm going to make you a tape like I did before. And, because, you know, I just want to show my appreciation to you for everything you had did for me. And you know, because you have been, and your mother too, you have been so helpful to me in all this trouble I've had, you know, with the car and the children and everything. Oh, and I done got a new car. Yes, I had. I done went down there to, I can't remember that man's name, living down on the other side of town. What was that man's name? I don't know what his name was. I can't remember. But I done bought a car now. So I've got ways to go and come over here to clean up and everything. And it's a big car, too. I didn't pay about $500 for the whole thing. And it's a Riviera. And I like them. I always did want one of them. You know, even when they was new out and everything, and I saw them, I wanted one, but Clifton said we couldn't have it, said we couldn't afford it. He's so lazy and sorry old. I can't stand that, man. I can't wait to get rid of him. But anyway, I'm going to wait till after Christmas. Anyhow, because I hate to see the children without a father at Christmas time. That's terrible. And I can't do that to my babies. You know, because Christmas is a time for the family. And I want my whole family to be together then. But quick as it's over, I'm kicking him out. I'm going to put him in the road because I'm so tired of him. He just ain't nothing but dead weight around this house. He don't never do a thing. He don't pick up nothing. He don't help me none. I ain't having him no more. Anyhow, now what was I telling you about the car? Shut up, Harvey. He looking at me like I'm crazy. Anyhow, he wants to go. He don't want to be here because he got to go play basketball. Anyhow, what I did was I went up there. Somebody had told me about that man with the cars, and I went up there and looked at him and everything. And it's pretty. It's kind of yellow. It ain't really yellow. It's sort of kind of gold, creamy color. It's a big car. I can get everybody in it, you know, and get all my children. I can take my sisters and several other people, you know, from the church with me in the car where I couldn't with my other one. Anyway, it was $500. And the man work on bicycle, too. He do. When I was up there, he had several bicycles out in the road. And I believe I'm going to get, well, I can't really tell you what I'm going to do about them for later on for some gifts and things, because, you know, everybody standing here staring at me.
I might get one for River. You know, he's so fat and everything. That child needs to be on the bicycle. But I tell you about that little car, he's sitting there staring at me.
Now, I can't remember, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, it was about my car. I done bought the car, you see, so I can go now, and I can come over here, and what I did today was I loaded up the children, and I brought them over here to Miss Mary Frances' house, and we're gonna, you know, give you a Christmas present. And what I have did is I have been down to the bookstore, and I have bought a book. It didn't cost very much. I have bought a beautiful book the night before Christmas. My children have never heard this. If they did, they heard it at school, because I ain't never read it to them. But I think it's a beautiful story, and it's just such a time for sharing and such a time for being with your family, that today I have brought my family over here where we can all get in the same room, because in my house, Lord knows you can't get in the same room with everybody. And if you can, there's so much other junk in there where you can't tell who's the furniture, who's the children, who's the junk. So I brought them over here to somebody else's house that's clean. And maybe we won't have no interruption, because I don't think it's anybody coming. And I've got all my children up on the couch here, and I've done told them all not to move. And they have heard me say not to move till I tell them they can get up. And it may be a while, but they are not going to move until I tell them they can move. So I'm going to read to my children about this Christmas story. And it's, you know, it's a real lighthearted, lovely, you know, lovely little book. And I might be getting up and moving around while I'm doing this because it's kind of, hot in here, and if I read very long, I may get thirsty and everything, have to go get me something to drink. But anyway, I'm going to be reading out to my children, and they have told me that they will not say a word until it's over. And they ain't going to move either. And I know you think I'm crazy keep on saying that, but they have to hear me say things over and over and over, apparently, because I spend my entire life telling them things over and over and over. But anyway, I'm going to read this first little book to them, and then I believe I'm going to read some excerpts, some other things that are holy, you see, and a little more into the Christmas season. But first of all, here it goes. The Night Before Christmas. I wish you could see this book because it's so pretty. It's illustrated by Douglas somebody, Gosselin or something like that. He have done a marvelous job with all this. But it's wrote by, who has wrote this book? Clement C. Moore. And anyhow, it's published by Random House, New York. I don't know what the time it was published. What time. This must be an old story because I've heard it all my life. I don't know. It ain't, this ain't 1975. That can't be right. Anyway, here it go, and I'm going to read it now. 'Twas the night before Christmas. And I'm turning the pages, see, so it's all wrote on different pages. It ain't all on the same page. It may take me a while. Let me start over. 'Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house, and it showed the house here. I wish you could see this. Showed the house with all the rooms all clean and everything. Look at this, children. Do you see this book right here? This is how your room is supposed to look, but it don't never look that way. Anyhow, pretty picture. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. That ain't the way it is in my house. The rats run all the time. The stockings was hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Yonder, 1, 2, 3. That's all the children's stockings, 5 of them. The children was nestled all snug in their bed. This room is a mess about like Harvey. While a vision of sugar plums danced in their head. That's about all dancing my baby's head is sugar plums. Cause they ain't no sense. They ain't got no sense. They crazy. You know that. They all looking at me now like I'm crazy, and they the ones. They said they ain't none of them. They sure a brain, all 5 of them. They got one between them. Anyway, what page was I on? While visions of sugar plums danced in their head. And Mama in her kerchief. And I in my cap, that's backwards because this would mean that Clifton would have to be up knowing something was going on. And that ain't the way it is in my house. That man is either asleep or drunk. So it should have been backwards. And him in his kerchief and I, Mama in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. That's the way he stays, settled down for some kind of nap. When out on the lawn, they arose such a clatter. Probably them folks next to us, they fight all the time. We don't have a murder, child. Don't have a murder, yes ma'am. Oh, right next door. Anyway, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Whew, I'm getting tired of reading this. Away to the window. Many more pages we got? It's 7 more. Away to the window, I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. And here's this man getting out of bed, and that ain't the way it is in my house. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. Yonder he goes, dancing off the page. Whew, I'm so tired of this book. More rapid than eager, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. It's a long list now. It was several. How many of them reindeer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8 of them boogers. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. Them some pretty names. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and the pawing of each little hoop, and they're going to fall through that hole, Clifton ain't fixed. As I drew in my head and was turning around, I hit it on that other thing he ain't fixed by the window. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Oh, this is a big page here. His eyes, how they twinkle, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the bird on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he had tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Oh, Wilford just grinned at me 'cause he heard it say jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all his stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. When is this man leaving? He sprang to his sled, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. What is the down of a thistle? I ain't never heard of that. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Isn't that beautiful? I thought that was a lovely thing to share with you across the miles. But now what I'm going to do, what I think. Wait just a minute. One of the children's got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to turn it off now. Hang on just a minute. All right, now we all back. We done been to the bathroom. Everybody done had the bathroom break and they can't go again. Anyway, just the other day I was down at my mother's. You know, my mother lived in Columbia, Mississippi. And I was down there visiting. And she belonged to this lovely church. It's a beautiful, beautiful congregation of people. I enjoy being there with them so much. And the name of the church is East Pearl River District Baptist Association Assembly. And they had their annual meeting for the planning of the Christmas season of the day. Because that, you know, it's just so much come upon you at Christmas. It just really ain't no way you can get everything done in the last few weeks. So at the East Pearl River District Baptist Assembly Association, or however you say it, I think I probably got 2 or 3 of them words backwards, but who would ever know, you know, it don't really matter. Anyhow, they plan ahead for their Christmas season, and I went down there to help with the planning. It's really a district meeting, you know, and we all was joining in. And what we did was plan for, like I said, our Christmases in our churches, the different churches. And we basically just went through some of the programs that we might be having at Christmas. And it was just real lovely to be with everybody, you know, even when it's not Christmas time, and share some of the Christmas songs and the Christmas spirit, you know. So what we did, and what I did then was I just took one of the hymnals from the church, and I intend to return it. I'm not going to keep the hymnal. But I have brought it with me here because I thought it would be nice, you know, to sort of balance out what I had read to you already. That was just, you know, not really religious or holy, and in a way, that was basically for the children and for your, you know, just entertainment. But I wanted to read. I can't sing. Nah, that's just the truth. I can't sing. I try sometimes, but they tell me all the time just to hush up and mouth. You know, so I mouth and all I cantata. I just stand up there and mouth. Anyway, because sometimes they need, you know, extra person in the choir because we ain't got enough to fill up the seats. And it looks so bare up there, so I get up in there and mouth. But anyway, what I thought I would do would be just flip through the hymnal and pick out some of my favorite songs that, you know, we were singing in the Christmas season, and some we sang down at the Assembly Association meetings the other day, and just read you just parts of them, because I can't read them all. That's just, you know, a little too much. But I thought that we might start with Away in the Manger, because that's sort of pertaining to the children here, you know, that's sort of a childish little song. And I thought I would read it to you. Away in a manger, no crib for bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Cattle are lowing, the baby awake. But little Lord Jesus, no crying he made. I love thee, Lord Jesus. Look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus. I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care and fit us for heaven to live with thee there. I think that's beautiful. And I didn't really mean to read all of it, but it's a short song, and so I thought I would just go on with it. Here's another lovely one I just flipped. Shut up, Harvey. Don't look at me like that. Oh, little town of Bethlehem. I think I will read that one. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's a lovely song. Let's see what else I can find in here. This is my favorite. Oh, here it is. Heart, the herald angels sang. Heart, the herald angels sang. Glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild. God and sinners reconcile. Joyful, all you nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim Christ is born in Bethlehem. Heart, the herald angels sang. Glory to the newborn King. I'm going to go on with this because I like this. I like this last piece. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory bare, born that man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Heart, the herald angels sang, glory to the newborn King. That's a beautiful song. I love that. I don't know where in the world, we might be running out. I want to find that other song. Where it is. I think it's back this way. I'm going to look for it. Here it is. Oh, these are beautiful ones. Both of these are beautiful here. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round your virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. I wish I could sing that because that would sound good on here if I could sing it. But I don't know if I can, but you know I believe I'm going to try that. Silent night. See, that sounds so bad. Holy night. Let's get down here to the part where it's saying sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. The children laughing at me. But I was trying hard. It came upon the midnight clear. That's a good one. It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old. From angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. I like this one too. Let's sing another verse. Still through the cloven skies they come, with peaceful wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above its sad and lowly plains they bend on hovering wing, and ever o'er its babble sounds the blessed angels sing. And ye beneath life's crushing load, that's me, whose forms are bending low, who toil along the climbing way with painful steps and slow. Yep, that's me. Look now, for glad and golden hours come swiftly on the wing. I wish my golden hours would get on. Oh, rest beside the weary road and hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophet bars foretold, when with the ever-circling years comes round the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendors fling, and the whole world give back the song which now the angels sing. That's so pretty. I wish I could find Joy to the World. Here it is. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and make the nation prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. I just had to sing that. You know, that's one of them songs, you just get all over you and everything. You just have to sing. But I think I'm going to stop with that because it's more in here. The first Noel, that's pretty too. Some of the angels we have heard on high. It's some pretty songs in here, but we ain't got time really to go through all of them. But I just wanted to take some time and some of them. Oh, come all ye faithful. That's a beautiful song too. And it speaks such a message. But you know, because I just wanted some time to share with you, Jenna Mary laid her child. I bet Mary had a more gentle child than I did. I'm sure the baby Jesus wasn't nothing like none of my babies I had. Well, she laid him in the manger, you see, and mine wouldn't even lay in the manger. Mine don't even like the beds they got. I have to go down there and get Pac-Man sheets before my babies will sleep. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I have to go down there and buy. We ain't even got money to buy food. And these children have got to have Pac-Man sheets. It's crazy. I tell you, they all about to drive me crazy. And I don't know what in the world they're going to get. They ain't going to get nothing for Christmas. They don't quit looking at me like that. I'm going to tell them they can't have nothing. Santa Claus died. He was shot yesterday in our next back door over there. That's where he died. I wonder if they believe that. I don't think they would. Tell them that he was down on Mill Street walking his dog and he got shot. Because it was somebody shot down there. It was a white man walking down there. I bet I could tell the children it was Santa Claus and they would never know. Tell them he was shot. Because I don't know what in the world we're going to do for Christmas. But now that I bought the car and everything, things will be easier. And if I can at least go around places and do some shopping. And did I tell you how I got that car? I don't think I did. I found out that Clifton had been stealing from me. He had been gone in the grocery money. And on top of that, he had been saving money from me that I didn't know he was getting. And I still don't know where he was getting it from. That ain't the point. The point is he wasn't giving it to me, which he should have been doing. He was putting it up under the bed, up under the floor. He had a board in the living room. He was taking out and putting money in a jar down in the ground. If that ain't sorry, I don't know what is. And he was saving money and hiding it like that from me. And I found him. Because I stayed in the kitchen one day and I heard him rattling around in there. And I know he don't rattle for nothing. I knew something was up because that man don't get out that TV chair. He sat right there in front of the TV. He could watch a ball game from the time it come on all day long. And so I knew something was going on. He was rattling around in there. And I stood there in the kitchen, though, looking into the living room, and I could see him. He got down on his knees, lift up the rug, and start tearing up my floor in the living room. And I said, Lord have mercy, this man has hid something to drink down in there. That's the first thing I thought. He had hid his liquor down in front of that. And I stood there and watched him, and he pulled out a big old jar. It was green from the top to the bottom. It had money rolled up in there, all kind of change, every kind of money you ever think about in that jar. And I stood there and I watched him, and he got it out, and he counted it all, stacked it up across the floor, and I waited till he went to sleep, and I took every penny of it. I did. I took every, and I didn't feel bad about it a bit. I didn't, because I figured that was my money. I needed it. Because I needed to pay for these children, I had to buy them Pac-Man sheets. So I charged them on my sales. I got a sales charge card, and I had charged them down there. Sales, everything I charged, I feel like I need to go pay something on it sometimes. So I went and paid $10 the other day on the Pac-Man sheets. That's all I got on the cereal card, but Lord have mercy. It made me so mad when I found that money. And I took every bit of it, and that's what I paid for that card with, was part of that money. And the rest I'm going to keep and have Christmas money for the children and everything. I done got off on another thing. Sometimes I do that and I don't even know what I'm saying. But what I just wanted to say just then was, I wanted to ask you, was you coming home again? You going to come home for Christmas? New Year's or sometime like that, I didn't know if you were going to come. Because I would like to try for all of us to get together again like we had, in the past. And just be able to sit around and share with each other. And I just wondered if you were going to come home. And I didn't mean to get off on Clifton like that and talk about things like that. Cause, like I said when I started out, this is a time for family. And I'm going to try, I'm going to try to really, really, really do good and put all the hatred I have in my heart for that man out of my head. But I'm telling you, that's hard to do because I hate that man. He has made my life miserable. Every bit of it, every day. I wonder why in the world I got hooked up with him in the first place. And why I can't get rid of him. That's the worst thing. I'm just going to have to shoot him, I reckon, because I don't know what I'm going to do. He is lazy, but the children love him. It's their daddy, and they don't know any better. Here's a good old song, Rock of Ages, Cleft for Me. I'm thumbing through this as I go. Anyway, I can't shoot him because they send me to jail, and then there wouldn't be nobody to take care of the children. And I really don't want to shoot the man, but I can't stand him. I ain't kidding. I really can't stand that man. And it takes all I got to be nice to him and let him sit in my house and watch my TV that I have paid for. Well, I'm still paying for it. It ain't mine yet. But anyway, what was I saying now? I want you to come home for Christmas and come home. But I'm going to go ahead and send you this tape because I didn't know if you was going to. So I'm going to put it in the mail. When I'm finished doing it, I can't really tell. I'm going to look on it now and see. It's some more little tape left on that other side down there around that. I can't tell what marker that is. It's about the third marker or something like that. I don't know what that means. So it may roll off while I'm still talking to you, but that won't matter because it's the thought that counts and everything like that. But anyway, I'm going to mail this to you and try to get it on up there for Christmas and everything. Because, I always like to open my present before Christmas and know what they is. So this is where you will get yours and share the Christmas spirit with me and the children. Of course, you can't really tell they been here. Two of them's asleep now. Eileen and Eileen done gone to sleep. But anyhow, I was gonna mail it to you, and I'll put it in the mail quick as I get through with it, and quick as I get down there to the post office and mail it. I have to go buy some kind. I think you ought to put in some kind of special box or something. The last time I didn't mail that last one, I gave it to Miss Mary Francis, and she mailed it for me. Put it in some kind of special box and everything, cause it'll get there and it won't get beat up and everything in the mail. I would hate that. That would make me so mad. But you can't never tell. I'm so mad at myself because when I had got this, I was going to try to make this, like a Christmas special and everything. Really what I wanted to do with this was to, make it like that because I had the family. You remember all them Christmas specials used to come on the TV? Andy Williams, he had a Christmas special, and all that. Even after his wife had shot that man. He still had her on there. He did. And they always sang around, get all up around the piano and get all up around the Christmas tree and everything and sang. And she was a murderer. She had she was convicted and everything and had her on there. And, Perry Como, he would have a special. And Dean Martin and the Bing Crosby have all his family on there. I don't think he had that boy that said he beat him or not. I don't know if he was ever on there. But that bad girl that wound up on, what was that show she was on? She was on the J.R. show. That was his daughter. That was Bing Crosby's daughter. And she was always on the Christmas special. And Glenn Campbell, he had one. Even after he had took Mac Davis' wife. He did that. Glenn Campbell took Mac Davis' wife. Or Mac Davis took somebody took somebody's wife. And Glenn Campbell was somehow involved. And his mother and father were lovely people. His father was a Baptist minister. And he would always have a special. And that's really what I wanted, you see, was this to be sort of like that. And have some kind of, have a holiday little program made up and everything. But I didn't do that. I didn't plan nothing. And you can tell because you can listen to it and tell it ain't been planned. But, and I hate that. That's why I'm so mad at myself. But maybe, I can work some other time and maybe next Christmas come up with something that's more planned and more like a little holiday special and everything. Because that's what I had wanted. But since it ain't, it would just have to be like this. And like I said before when I started this, the reason I wanted to do this is because you had helped me so much throughout the years. Not just this past year when I had so much trouble with the car and the wreck and everything, but all through the years, you have been there, and your mother too have been there to help me. And this is just my small way of saying, how much I appreciate that and how I wish I could do more and everything like that. But if you will come home, maybe I can bake you something or something like that. Bake you an egg custard or something. Anyway, now, Harvey says I have to shut up because the tape is running out. And I would hate to still be talking while the tape is running out. So you yourself, in your own private way, have a lovely holiday season filled with joy and the light and the hope, the shining hope of the new year. And spread that love, Miss Debbie, because I know you do. With all your friends, just like you did when you went over there to Ender, to them children that was without hope over there. You took your love across the sea, and you just just keep that up now for the new year and for the holiday season. And like I said again, I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very, very happy New Year.